Headed down this morning to another neighbor's house to get some more storm damaged pines. We got several logs cut up down here, and I'm going down this morning to get a few of them. We got rain coming in this morning. I'm trying to get ahead of the rain and get these logs loaded and hopefully get them unloaded before the rain starts. Got several pretty good sized logs on here. There's two 16-foot, and I was looking at my springs on my trailer, and I think we're good on everything. So I'm going to take this load just up to the top of the hill here and see if we have any problems before I take the tractor back to the house. Just see if we have any problems pulling this load back up the hill and getting it started. So let's see how this works out. I feel that no further than excuse me, we have to go back to the house. This won't put too much pressure on the trailer, and if I could get these unloaded, I may come back and get the second load and finish up moving these before the rain starts this morning. So we're going to pull up here. There's a little church and cemetery up here where I can pull off, and I'm going to pull off there, and then I'll walk back down to where the tractor is, because it seems like that load is pulling very well, and I'll go ahead and take the tractor back over to the house so that we can be ready to unload this load. And again, if the rain hasn't started, we might just decide to come back over and get this second load. So I think I'll pull off here on the church side, not on the cemetery side. Then we'll walk back down to get the tractor, and then come back up and get the truck and bring it over. And again, everything looks like it was pulling pretty well. Don't see too much pressure on the axles. The tires are leaning just a little bit. I think I'll go ahead and just get down and look underneath and see if we got a little bit of bow in the axles, but I don't think that the way that the weight is distributed, that we've got too much. Again, taking it slow and no further than we got to go, I think we'll be fine. Got a little bit of a hike back down the road, but that'll be good for me this early in the morning. The rain is, I think, about an hour away. It's coming out of Mississippi, and even looks like some of it's coming south out of Tennessee. So maybe we can get down here and get Big John and get him back over to the house, let Jenny come back over and get me, bring the truck over and get these logs unloaded. And again, if the rain holds off, we might go ahead and come back over and get the few remaining logs. There's no log yard that was right over here, and got a couple of looks like abandoned trailers. Just walk through this area right through here, and here we got some old pipe and a little bit of a clearing here, so we'll walk through some blackberry bushes. Looks like somebody's already been through here. And you can see in the distance over here the piece of log equipment. So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the actual piece of machinery up here is 5 pieces of equipment here, and then the one over here makes 6 pieces of equipment on this old log yard. And after looking closer at this what I thought was metal pipe here, this is a pretty good sized piece of something that was used for maybe stripping the limbs off the logs. I don't know just exactly what this piece of equipment was used for here, but it is a pretty good piece of welded metal, and this also seems to be abandoned. Got this smaller section of metal down here, so that's an interesting interesting setup and interesting apparatus that they've got abandoned here. And this thing is pretty big. It goes on through the woods over here, and in fact, I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but here is the end of it. Headed back over to the house with Big John, and there is Snowmaker and the load of logs that I've got queued up to come back and get. Try to stay off the road as much as I can, just to be safe and not to slow up any traffic. So we'll get up here, and this is our street coming up on the right. We'll take a look back over our shoulder. Nothing's coming. We'll take a quick crossing of the road and head up our street here. Well, it looks like the terrain is going a little bit north of us. I am getting a little bit of a mist, but I think the worst part of it is going to go to the north, and hopefully that'll be able to allow us to get the rest of these logs brought over to the house. And once we get them over there, I'll stage them. Won't necessarily be where I will be keeping them, but I'll at least have them over to the house, and then I can move them around a little bit later on. So that's what we're headed to, get the second load of logs. There's not as many of these this time. I think there's only about 4 of them left. So this will be hopefully a pretty quick job of moving the rest of these logs over here.
Well, there you have it, folks. I went and got the second set of, our second group of logs that were blown down during that storm that we had here a few weeks ago. The first group I got from one neighbor up the street, and this group here I got from a neighbor a little bit further over. And got some really fine logs out of this grouping here. So glad to have them back over here. I had staged them in position a few days ago, and so it made it real easy today just to go over and pick them up and bring them over and get them unloaded here. This is just more or less a parking place for them right now until I decide exactly where I'm going to put them until I can get them milled up. So again, thank you for joining us here on St. Nick's Farms. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you got something out of it that you could, an idea or something that you could use on your place. As always, give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Hit the like button. Ring the little bell. That'll notify you of future videos here on our channel. And as always, please be sure to subscribe. So until next time, folks, this is Larry. I hope you have a great one. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Won't necessarily be where I